What up, y'all? It's your boy Real coming live all the way straight from the 905. What's good, YouTube? And welcome all of you to a brand new behind the scenes video where I used to focus on just vlogging about current updates on my YouTube channel, music and all that stuff. But now I'm deciding to actually make it a vlog playlist. So the behind the scenes playlist is basically my vlogs behind my life and everything that's going on. And with that also being said, it is currently 8:17 p.m. I just came home from work and I think I'm gonna change, wash my face a bit and do some chores that I have at home. I gotta clean up around the house, do my laundry, basically all that not so fun stuff. And then for dinner, I think I'm gonna order outside. Not sure what I want though. I'm debating between Harvey's and Burrito Boys. So enough with all the talk, let's get started. Dude, my face is dry. What up, y'all? It's currently the next day and I do apologize if I didn't record any shots last night. After the shots I was showing me cleaning up and doing my laundry. I felt hella tired. I just ended up watching Netflix. Also, my father brought home pizza, so I didn't feel the need to go and choose between Sunny's and Harvey's. Damn, this sun's in my face. But with that being said, it's a new day and today I think I'm going to either Canada Computers or the Apple Store. Or maybe even both, because I'm trying to invest into a new laptop right now, but I'm not sure if I should go for either PC or Mac. I am leaning more towards Mac only because I'm used to using audio editing softwares such as Logic Pro X and video editing softwares for my YouTube channel such as Final Cut Pro X. If you guys been watching my YouTube channel from the beginning and you've seen my first behind the scenes video, you would know that I own a 2010 MacBook Pro. It's a 13-inch model, mid-September model. It's done wonders for me. It's worked just fine. I did upgrade the RAM and the hard drive. So the upgraded RAM and the upgraded hard drive did do a bit more of the work, and it's a big reason why my laptop is performing the way it is, but it's still lacking speed and performance, and I need to improve some other computer parts too, but unfortunately Apple doesn't allow you to do that. So that's why I'm thinking about getting a new MacBook Pro, and it is pretty old. It's from 2010. It's 2016 right now. 2017 is around the corner. So it's probably about time that I invest in a new laptop. But looking up the prices of the new MacBook Pro, I realized that it's hella pricey, and I'm just trying to figure out right now, does the value of the new MacBook Pro actually live up to the cost? I did do a lot of research. I actually went to the Apple Store before and I checked out the specs. The specs on there are really good. They are really high-end parts that they're using within the MacBook Pro, and I can kind of understand why it's so expensive based on the way they built and designed it. But the question still remains, does the value actually live up to the cost? Because I could say one thing, one of the computer parts that's in there, it's a SSD card. Basically, that's a new version of a hard drive, and we have different type of SSDs. I'm not going to get too techie, but a PCIe based SSD, which is like the latest version. I looked up one of the computer parts. Actually, I had a sales associate from Canada Computers before help me with that, and we looked up the desktop version. So what a desktop computer version, like how much the cost for that would be, and it was well over $1,000 for just under a terabyte of space. So I can only imagine what a laptop version of that would be, like how much the cost of that would be. Because whatever computer parts you have for a desktop version, it's twice as expensive if you want to install it into a laptop. Yeah, that's whether if you go PC or Mac, it doesn't really matter at that point. And you know what, I don't really care about how expensive the new MacBook Pro is. Like obviously I do care, I don't want to spend all my hard-earned money, but if the value actually lives up to it, the cost, and like I know I will make great use of it. I made definitely really good use out of this one that I have right here. I would buy it. Or my other option is to maybe wait for a while till the next laptop comes out, which is going to be another version of the 2016 model. I guess that would be the fall version. I'm not sure. I don't know, because they kind of came out late this year. The fall version of 2017, I guess. I'm not sure, to be honest. So yeah, the point of me mentioning that is because when that model comes out, then the one right now that we have, the 2016 model, will become cheaper. Right now, I just wrote down some of the specs, the main specs for the MacBook Pro. I'm going to take those specs, talk to a sales associate at Canon Computers, and just try to get an idea of how much I could probably get a PC version with the same specifications for at what price. Because yeah, if the price difference is massive, then I guess that's going to really push me towards PC, because I'm not about to try to spend a lot of money right now. It will if it lives up to the value, but then even then, I'm not even sure. But one of the things I can definitely say is if I do go for a PC laptop with the similar specs, I would be forced to learn a completely brand new video editing software called Adobe Premiere, which is not a bad video editing software at all. It's a very professional, high-end, first-class video editing software. But the problem here now is because I'm always working and I'll have such limited time with shooting video and editing video that I almost have no time at this point in time in my life to actually sit on a computer and begin to learn this new video editing software. So my situation is pretty complicated, also considering the fact that all the music gear I have is also Mac based. So let's go check out Canon Computers and let's see what they can do for us. What up guys, so right now I am just editing my video, this very video actually. I'm just putting all the footage together, all the video clips, and doing a bunch of different cuts and just sort of preparing it. And I'm not sure, but I might end up going to Burrito Boys. I'm pretty tired, but my brother feels like going to himself. I'm just gonna put this in the fridge. Just using one hand right now. I love having ST with my burrito. So, yeah. Also watching Netflix while I edit my video. I watched the last episode of Freaks and Geeks. It's a show that aired back in 1999. I thought it was a pretty good show. Well, just watching it on Netflix, of course. I never seen it back then. I would have been 9 or 10 years old during that time, during 1999 and 2000. But apparently it didn't do so well on television. So I found that pretty surprising because I actually liked the show. I didn't think it was bad at all. And it's a shame that it didn't go farther and deserve the credit it deserves, because I think it's a pretty good show and I recommend people checking it out. I would personally recommend this show for anybody who grew up in the 90s. Even though it's a show about the 80s, so yeah. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just adding all the clips right now. I'm just trying to fix everything up. No, but I'm not sure if I should go for either PC or Mac. Yeah, I'm just doing my cuts. I am leaning more towards Mac only because I'm used to using audio editing softwares such as Logic Pro X and video editing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm also watching Supernatural on TV. This is also another good show that's on Netflix. Or let me show you guys that again. Siblings Dean and Sam crisscross the country, investigating paranormal activity and picking fights with demons, ghosts, and monsters. I really like this show. If you guys aren't really into all this kind of stuff, then I can understand. This show won't be for you. Overall, it's a very dope show. I love the way these two brothers just go across the country in the car and just do their thing. Dean and Sam being brothers in the show, of course, they're not real brothers in real life. By the way, there's a special actor in here who actually plays the father role for Dean and Sam, and that actor is actually playing Negan right now in The Walking Dead, and it just hit me because I seen him act before, that particular actor, but I completely forgot that it was him because his personality in The Walking Dead compared to how he portrays himself in the Supernatural show, it's completely different. It's just very interesting how actors are able to get in a role of a certain character and just completely transform themselves. So in one show they could be a complete badass, in another show they could be a complete nice guy, and you would just not even figure that's the same actor. But that's how it is in the art of acting, and it's a special skill trait that takes a lot of time and hard work and dedication to actually master. So you gotta give it up to all the actors out there who are even able to do that.